Ladies and gentlemen, if there was ever a moment where I was in the presence of true legends, it is now. Nadia, the First Lady of Fitness, Mrs. Betty Weider, Bart Connor. We are here all honoring Mrs. Weider today into the Muscle Beach Hall of Fame, and this is an amazing moment. Mrs. Weider, what would you say is the proudest achievement of your career leading up to this moment?
Probably the development of Shape magazine, or being at least the instigator behind it. Pushing Joe for almost 20 years trying to make it happen. And then when we were lucky enough to meet Chris McIntyre, a UCLA scholar, who was unbelievable. I mean, she had such wisdom about fitness. She's the one that became the editor and really made it happen. And I'd say that probably was my overall greatest achievement.
It's hard to pick with all the things that you've done, for sure. You started out as basically the first supermodel of sorts, and that transition to your career as a fitness authority. I mean, how did that process happen for you?
Well, before I met Joe, about 2 years before I met him, I was doing commercials for fitness clubs and just fitness, but I always loved fitness. That was special to me. And I always led a pretty healthy fitness style, and actually picked up my first weights, not for the way I looked, or not even for fitness, but for strength, when I was 11 years old. I felt very weak, and I was skinny, and I was a softball player, and I was a great pitcher, a great hitter, but I couldn't hit a long ball. It was always, I could aim, I knew just where there was no one in the infield, and I could always get a base hit, or sometimes even hit in a run, but that's usually because of the kids' errors, not because of me. But I wanted to be able to really belt the ball out of the park, and I wanted to have a stronger pitcher arm. So I started to lift weights. And that's kind of how it started. Not heavy weights, but weights.
That is just incredible. And in the tradition of the great female athletes, Nadia, you also are the absolute head of your class in what you do. She, of course, is the perfect 10 and continues great work both in the athletic community as well as humanitarian causes. I mean, Nadia, can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing in addition to obviously being here to honor Mrs. Weider?
Well, first of all, we're very happy to be a part of this wonderful ceremony. We've been friends with Betty for a long time, and we understand what she stands for, and taking care of yourself, being fit. We've been athletes for a long time. I started gymnastics when I was 6.5 and competed in 2 Olympic Games, and we still work out. We still want to be in great shape, and this is what we try to promote to our gymnastic club in Norman, Oklahoma that we have together.
That's true. Well, Mr. Connor, you definitely are in the presence of some strong women here. You've got to hold your own, and you're involved with some great causes right now. I know you're running your training institute in Oklahoma right now. And if you could tell us a little bit about what else you're working on.
Well, first and foremost, we're here to honor Betty today, and as the First Lady of Fitness. It's pretty amazing. We travel the world constantly, and to see this revolution that has happened related to fitness. I mean, every decent hotel has to have a health club. People are thinking about health and wellness more than ever before, and so it's a great tribute to be here to honor you, Betty, on this incredible day, and you're deserving of this Hall of Fame honor. We stay involved in fitness, of course. We have our gymnastics school, and we have about 1,400 students. We produce and manufacture gymnastics accessories and supplies, and we try to get kids excited about taking ownership of their health and wellness. Know your decisions about how to work out and how to eat and how to properly take care of yourself. And so all that started with the Weiders, and so it's interesting to see this sort of revolution that's happened around the world, and we owe a great deal to you, Betty and Joe, and the entire family for all that you've done.
Thank you.
Just amazing. I mean, she put fitness as a trade, as an industry on the map. You guys basically turned the whole being an Olympian into being a superstar the way you have. So it's just amazing that you guys are here at Muscle Beach. This is definitely Muscle Beach history. This season we've had the Tuskegee Airmen, we've had Al Pacino, and now you guys. It really doesn't get better than that. Thank you so much.
Champions champions of all champions. The absolute
Thank you,
greatest.
Betty. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.